Good morning, everyone. Right, I've got to check. I'm going to alter this little cabinet. I think I picked it up at, it was in a children's bag of goodies from a doll's house, and I thought, well, I picked the bag up, went through it. There was a few bits in that I could alter. So what I've done is I've just put the table on top of there and marked out the width that I need and the length from there to there. So it's going on the top here. So what I'm going to do now is try and cut this with, I need to find my other ruler that doesn't slip, because this one does slip sometimes. So I need to try and pin that down really tight. There we go. And glue this into, see that slipped, so you have to be, oh, tuck it in a little bit. I need to find my other knives. I'll just put that to one side. Now what I need to do is to round that section off. So I'm just going to cut that. What I could do, I need something round. Roundy round. Let's have a look. Just use this just to make sure that I've got the corners roughly the same. Oops, that will good. Put the lid back on your nana. That wasn't good. Plastic on one side, paper on the other. Get it right, Fee. Just do that. We can kind of like get it right. Yeah, we'll do it. Now, I've been asked, getting loads and loads of questions about miniatures. We have a motto, I have a motto, and it is, make what you can and buy what you can't make. And I've always lived by that. So if I think I can make it, I will go and attempt to make it. And if I can't make it, then obviously I'll buy it. But I try not to buy anything. Although, I mean, these, you can't help but buy them. If you've got a bag of goodies for the £1, you're going to buy them, aren't you? But at least I can alter them. See, I want to make this into kind of like a sink. A sink area, like in a kitchen. Yeah. No, I've just thought of something else. Yeah. Oh, that's what it's like. So that's going to fit onto there. That's better, it's not too high. And I'm going to put a little shelf across here. What's going on? I have no idea. What are you asking me for? What's it going in, should I say? I have no idea. None whatsoever. Now I need to get plastic on the outside. Yeah, paper on the inside. So what we do is we just pop that on there, like that. Try and make sure that that is level here. That's it. And straight away I've got a little unit. Ha! See? Altered it straight away. But what I need to do now is to make a shelf for it. Now I'm going to show you I've made that as well. And this is another section. Oh, that needs to go in there. That'll go in the kitchen. I'm going to make another kitchen, I think. We think. While we're in the mood for making things. Shelf piece. Cut that off. Let me just see, is that level-ish? I don't know, I can lose things really easy, you know. Anybody else like me? Silly woman. And then all I need is two. Go from there to there. Now, take my little sanding block. And just round the edges. It's why it's handy to have. I had a piece of sanding paper, I can't bloody find it now. Sorry if you're not seeing. I'm just rounding the ends off. Now this chipboard, it's a foam board, not a chipboard. And it is plastic coated on one side and paper on the other. So you always have to make sure you get the right side. That's the plastic, that's what I'd paint. And let's just see. That is going to go too big. Way too big. So I'm just going to trim this down. You don't need it that big. Let me just see. Not quite right. Sorry, I'm just cutting it. That's better. That's more like a shelf for this size unit. Yeah. So now all I'm going to do is glue this on, and then just to make it look a little bit more authentic, I'll just turn this around. Make sure I get the right side. Whoa. Now, I'm just going to go, that's about right. Now these little bits that I cut off, we only need about that much. And all I do then is cut a strip, cut it diagonally, try not to lose it, and then it's going to go in there like that. Like that. See? Just fits. Don't think I've quite got that straight. I haven't. Come on. Come on. Come on. I'll lower you down then. Ugh. Not quite got that straight. Look. Boom. Come. There you go. There you go. It's alright. I know I need to do it just above it. That's fine. That's better. Got it straight. I had it upside down, didn't I? So anyway, all you do, cut a little piece diagonally and carefully set these underneath. Oh, about that'll do, I think. In a bit, in a bit, in a bit. Like that. And straight away you've got yourself a little shelf. Well, this is all going to get painted black. And we'll edge it in silver, so like it's kind of metalwork. So that's that one. That doesn't need anything doing to it, only painting black. Sorry, forgot about my coffee. And I'm just going to go find other bits to go in. That can go in the kitchen. Oh, table. We'll just have to go through making my brush. I've already made that, but I can make that into a brush. I do have to make a shovel. We just have to go through things. I also need a room, which I haven't bought. I'm going to make. I haven't got any left. Let's just get the table put together. Now I managed to pick this up for 60p at York Miniature Fair. But I want to do something first to support this better. And I'm going to need some strips of strong card, which is this foam board, because it's plastic back, so it'll hold. So what I'm going to do is mark it out. I hope you can see. Mark it out. First of all, I need to cut it because it's not straight. And then I need to mark out a centimetre, 2 centimetres. 1, 2, 3. That should be enough. I bet you're going, what's she doing? Well, I knows what I'm doing. What are you doing? Right, let's have a look. One. Oh. I think that's gone a little bit lopsided, but we can sort that out when we get it on. So, what I want to do is to add a base like that. So, right, okie dokie. I want this table to be a little bit bigger, we think. So I could do that, couldn't I? Yep. Take that off, save it, because it'll do cushions or something. So there, now that's my new top, and then I have to now make sure I get this. I'm going to do this at 14. So just cut this at 14 centimetres. So that's the length of the width of the table. And then let me see how wide. It only has to go a little bit over the edge. So that's approximately 10. So we're going to do 10 inches. 11. I'm going to do 11, I think. No, 10. 10. I don't want it too big. That's that. And there is my new tabletop. But of course it's going to have a gap underneath. So what Fiona should have done, which is silly, and hopefully I can manipulate this off of here. We can take this off like that, because that should have been on the inside. Ugh. Don't matter, fine, it's fine. When we make mistakes, we just correct them. Not a problem. In fact, I don't need that. I can use that for another one somewhere else. Because this is basically... Now, where's plastic? Plastic. Right, that's it. I can paint it. Basically, that's just going to go on there. Yeah. And that's given me a nice big kitchen table. So I'm just doing the ends first to get this in place. Yeah, that'll do. It doesn't have to be perfect as long as it shows. That's the front. We'll use that as the front. So now what I can do is just to... All I do with this stuff, it's quite easy. You just push in and then pull it out and glue it. It's flexible. And then just glue it in place. I didn't think that would touch that. Okay, so that's our front. And there's my kitchen table. But I don't want to use them legs now. Now I've done that, they're not going to be the height I want, are they? No. So what I'm going to do is, we'll put that to one side. That ain't needed. I think what I'm going to do is just do blocks for inside. So I'm just going to get some more. Okay, let's have a look at this. So, if I measure this out at... Sorry, I hope you're seeing this. If I measure this out... at 1 centimetre each. I'm just testing something, so bear with me. Right, which is the plastic side? That one. So this is the side I need to... Just let me test something. I'm just doing a slight indentation and not cutting it all the way through. So I'm going to try something. Yeah. May need to be a little bit more. Right, let's just try this again. Because it's plastic coated, I can be able to do that with it. And just do that a little bit more. Oops. Oh, push. That's it. And that should be my legs. And I can get... I don't know how tall I want the table. Do you know what? Half of that will do. So what measurement is that? Oh God, can't even see for looking. Where are we? Do we, mate? That's right. So let me just write that down so I don't forget. 13 centimetre long by 4 centimetre wide, and that's what I need. That's not quite big enough. Yeah, but that's given me the leg. Look. So I'm just going to make sure that this is all nicely creased. So we have to do that again. Get another piece. Right, I bought this foam board by accident. It wasn't the one that I wanted when it came, and I thought, but it'll do because it's quite strong. There we go. Sorry, and we need to make sure that that is, again, glued and held down. Like that. I think that'll do. And then we just cut that. Look, I hate these. Just, they're awful blades. They're not very well made at all. Right, where's my table? Just want to make sure they are roughly the same. Yeah. So we drop glue in the corner. The reason why I'm just dropping it in the corner is that I can twist the leg to get coated, you know, and then we can sit it in the corner like that. God, been here early today and on the right day. I've been coming late, but I'll have some excuse. So, right, I'm just hoping now, we need that turn that way. We've got this correct. Perfect. Perfect. It's nice when it all comes together. Yep, it is. I can tell you, it sure is. So that's like a block table instead of having a flimsy one for me Victorian kitchen. Because I'm going to do another Victorian kitchen. I absolutely love doing that one. It is level when it's done properly. Yes, Love it. And this is just going to write on it fronts, just so I know, because it's slightly, mind you, I could shave that, because this is great stuff for shaving. Look, I've probably just done that wrong. I've done a, see what I mean? But never mind, that's fine. I'm not fussed with that whatsoever. I want to make sure they've took my bin, because, ow, sorry, I had a lot of paper in mine. Right, here we go. So, I know it's rocking there, but it's this that's not level. When you put it on the level one, it's level. So that's my table done. So I've got a table, I've got a unit, another unit. It's a big table, that. I might use different units. But I wanted a big table for the kitchen. So I've got that. I'm going to do this one as well. Because I might change my mind. So I'm just going to pop that in there. I'm moving it inside the square. It's not quite a square, I think it's... I don't like them like this, because look, they don't sit right, and then you end up with them falling over. But if you're not paying much for them, you're just getting the basics. So now what we've got to do is to hopefully, yep, that's fine. So there's another one I can put a cloth over. I've also got another chair. So that's that one. Oh, that's great. Yeah, fits. So we have a table and chair there. That's great. I've got that unit, which I can put the towels on drying in front of the fire. So that's good. I've got all my cutlery, so I'm going to get a set of that out. See if we can get it all matching. I think we'll use these for a change. God, little miniature bucket. Oh, and a shoe. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll just do a setting for 4. I could do 6. Don't want to do 6. I'll do a setting for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. They all hang up, so that's brilliant. 1, 2, 3. Oops, another 4. Well, not a knife, you twits. 4. So there's my, oops, there's my set. Oh, that can go in there, because, no. They're miniatures. Shouldn't be in with the cutlery. This I just pick up if I see them little bags of cutlery, I pick them up straight away. So, or if I buy a box of miniatures, you know, for shoe box, what people are getting rid of, they've generally got a bag in, so I just pick them up straight away. Don't mess about. So that's the cutlery for the table. I need to place. Let's have a look. Oh, I want to share this one. Now, this one is what I put together. I'm going to put this in above the fire, so I do have to make a fire. Then you're going, what? We have to have a stove and that, don't we? What the cook has. Now, I'm going to show you how to do this one as well. At the moment, I've just popped... what I did, I've got a big chunk of this. And I just cut what I need. So I get so much, pop a bit of wire around it, and then just use it as I need it. So now what I've got to do with this, I've got a skewer. That's really not thick enough. Let me see if I've got a bit more of the other one. Yeah, that's better. It's a thicker one. So we need to cut a piece of this. Oh, about that will do. I'll just say, there we go. I'm going to use the bit with the flat end so I don't have to shape it myself. And then what I'm going to do is just to try pop that down the centre. Like that. And then we have to glue that in. So like I say, you buy this, I think it's called, it's for the roofs of cottages. So just look for that sort of stuff. You get it in a bundle, but I do use it for cottages, but I also use it for things like this. Now, all I need to do with that is take hold of my dobber, and we darken the handle, because nobody has a clean broom. Not even the rich houses. And it's going to be a little bit of a dingy Victorian kitchen like the last one was. Just making sure that's, I can darken that, but look, straight away I've got a broom. Sweep the floor with. Easy as that. So that's done. But like I say, on top of the fire, you know, on the fire I'm going to make now, I want this, and I've made it into I'm going to paint the inside, all of it black, so it's going to be the menu. Or, you know, whatever's on the day's menu for the rich and famous that live in the upstairs. And to do that, all I did was get a piece of chipboard, then a strip of chipboard, and I'll show you how I did the mitering on it. So just say, oh, let me get a stronger piece that I can work from. Right, I'll show you with this. No, I might need that. Let me just find a off piece. There we are, I've got a piece. Right, so just imagine I've cut a strip that I need. Now to get the mitering, all I do, I don't know what anybody else does, but all I do is pop that in the corner and level it off. Pop that one in that corner and level it off. And then I take my pen and from there to there, cut it. Draw it, sorry, and then flip that underneath. So you've done that one first. This is how I get them to fit more or less perfectly. Like that. Cut. Cut. And then when you go to put it together, it should work. It's the easiest way I know how to show you. And there you go. That's how you do it. Okay? Easy peasy. So you can make your own frames. So what I have to do now is to glue this on. So I'm going to do the sides first, I think. I've just painted them with a little bit of acrylic paint, that's all. Lay it down flat and then you get that to the edge. You do that first. Again, lay it down to the edge. Like that. Pop that on. That should have been out a little bit more, never mind. There we go. And I've got my frame. This you can just fill in with your paint if it's a little bit out. But that's the easiest way I found to do mine. And like I said, that's, if that was my cooker, that's going to go above it. So now I'm going to make the cooker. So that's another item finish for my kitchen. Now I use lots of scrap. Oh, I'm going to do it out the foam board. I'll tell you why. Because I can get everything out of one sheet, I think. Right. So now I've got to do a decent size one. Let's see. If I do my there. So that's 5'10". That's a decent size, 15 centimetres. So we're going to do it this way. So we can get 15 centimetres. Yeah. No, that's too many. 12. 12 centimetres wide. Okay, so I can get this without... actually yeah. I'm going to need at least 17 centimetres high. So this is where you can see how I make things. Come on, you. That's it. So that is the back. That's going to then fit. That's better, yeah. That's going to fit on there. Yeah, that'll fit there. I want the sides and the top. So I don't want the sides very wide. So I'm just going to continue doing this as a 4 centimetre long. Wide, sorry. So what I need now is these two. Oh, that's not quite the same, is it? No, but that'll do. Right, hang on. Oops. Just cut this. Which is the... Right. So we need these exactly the same length. So we've got them the same width and we need them the same length. Now, let me just test this. So if that's there at the top, and I will round that off, then our top needs to be no higher than that. Than the table.